What are your predictions for 1019? And either of you can just start. What do you think is going to happen next chapter?
I'll say this. I think the cliffhanger is going to be Yamato and Kaido. Like, we're going to see...
You mean the ending of 1019?
The ending of the chapter will be Yamato versus Kaido. I think we pick right back up with the Jinbei stuff.
Closer to your face.
I think we pick right back up with the Jinbei and Who's Who stuff. Mm-hmm. And what ends up happening is, I think you pointed out last episode that Jinbei knocked his mask off. Mm-hmm. So I think we get the reveal of what who's who. What Who's Who looks like. That's hard to say. That's harder to say than you think. But I think, and I think I said
he should have been an owl, by the way. Right? Who's Who should have been an owl.
That would have been funny.
That would have been a legendary owl.
I like the cat versus the
Is there
fish.
a mythical owl or some type? The psychological isn't psychology like
Chanticleer.
Wasn't there like
man. He's a rock and roll rooster.
No.
There was an owl in there, but Chanticleer was the rooster.
The evil one was the owl, though. Chanticleer was the rock and roll rooster was the good guy. Chanticleer was the evil one.
No, am I tripping?
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Rock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah.
Chanticleer was the main character. The owl, I don't remember his name. I'm wrong.
What are you guys talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll say this. I think.
I'm literally.
Listen, watch Rock-a-Doodle-Doo, bro. It's amazing.
All right. I'm not doing that.
Do it. I think we see Who's face, and he has the sun brand from the Fishman on his head, on his forehead, like Hachi did. Yeah.
That's interesting, but why?
He said he became a believer in like the sun god Nika. I feel like.
Oh, so you think he just went full racist?
And
he just got a swastika on his forehead.
American history in full effect, bro. But this would be in the reverse, I guess, because he started believing in that.
Full
and this is why,
most likely.
basically, this is why he's so adamant about finding answers, because like he has to wear a mask because now he just has this brand on his forehead. When it's like, this could be stupid. Yeah. He's like, yo, I need answers.
But he wasn't a slave.
Nah, but he was in jail.
Yeah. Trying to seek freedom.
So, yeah, like
It's not the same, bro. That's like culture. What is it? Culture vulture. Culture vulture.
Modern day slavery is prison.
No,
and I guess
is.
the NCAA.
That is.
But
in the NCAA.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, shout out to Reggie Bush.
Give him his Heisman back, man.
But anyway, all right. So that's interesting to see that there would. I never even thought of that.
No idea what the middle of the chapter is about. No idea. But the end, Yamato and Kaido. Beginning, Who's Who and Jinbei.
That's good. I just hope there's no like Zeus and Nami. More of that.
Honestly, I'm wondering if they're gonna go. Because they haven't showed it once since it started, or even a little bit of since it started. The Brooke and Robin against Black Maria. They haven't shown it at all.
They did the little when they had like the landscape of the battles. When they announced that Luffy got defeated, they like flashed to them, and Robin was doing her little thing, and Brooke was just in the background, like whatever. But that's it though. You're right. They haven't flashed back to it. So yeah, I'd like that.
I wonder if they're gonna show that, and also. I don't know if they're going to do it this soon, but I'm trying to see that Sanji versus Queen.
Is that what you want to see, or is that your prediction?
It's more like what I want to see, what I think them. I think we might see a little bit of Luffy waking up. Or you think that's too soon?
I mean, at this point,
because
anything he does is just going to happen, and we're going to be like, oh, that's Luffy.
Mm-hmm. You know what? The end of the chapter might not be Yamato and Kaido. That might be the end of next chapter. It might be Zolo getting that drug or whatever medicine. Yeah,
there's a lot where it could go.
So that the interesting part was what you said with the Who's Who tattoo, and then you just think that they're gonna just go back to what? Just
to the other battles, I guess.
To me, I think they're gonna show a glimpse of all the stuff that he hasn't covered yet so far, or just a little bit, like how he's been doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For me, I think that we left off with Jinbei breaking the mask. I think we're going to go right back into that from the get, because it's going to capture our interest. Because at this point, it's Who's Who is like an exposition character where he fights, he likes to talk.
Yeah.
And Queen is that same way. So I think Oda uses those two specific characters to flesh out more information to keep the lore of One Piece going. So I think we'll see them not being the most important fights, but they'll be happening during fights that are around them. And then we'll just cut to them for like cliffhangers sometimes, to give us that exposition. So I think that we go into the Jinbei fight, we see Who's Who. Who's Who gives us a little bit more lore, and then we're going to cut off into halfway through the chapter, will probably be something about Orochi. Like, we'll cut back to him, and we'll probably see something about the Akazaya 8, and then I think...
Give Shinobu her respect, man.
No, Kanjuro's no longer there.
Yeah, I'm saying Shinobu replaced him.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. I have a whole theory about this, but I'll get to that later.
All right. You're right. Akazaya 9. So I think that at the end of the chapter, we might get the Yamato and Kaido. I doubt it, though. I super doubt it. I think we're more likely going to see Zoro get up and then choose where he's going to go. Now, that may happen in the middle of the chapter. In my opinion, I really don't know what the cliffhanger would be. I think we'd probably go back to the Jinbei versus Who's Who, and then the Sun God not a theory, but the whole exposition of that will flourish. I really don't know what happens near the end, but I definitely feel like I know what happens in the middle and the beginning.
I want to see Frankie.
I think that's true.
Frankie already had a shine.
I want to see more Frankie.
Well, I think starting off with the chapter with Who's Who and Jinbei, it's probably, it makes more sense it's going to start there. The cliffhanger, how they're going to end it, to me, I can see Oda ending it in different ways. Luffy waking up, Yamato and Kaido, or Zolo, that, like, to me, he could end it like either way. But how he's been ending it is usually like, I'm trying to think the level of cliffhangers has he been having. Like I could kind of picture at the end, Luffy waking up and saying, immediately, I'm gonna go fight Kaido again. I could picture that, and I could picture
He's got to get back up there.
Yeah.
Like he's in a submarine. Like he has to like get up and then like I guess Bound Man push his body all the way back up to Onigashima. Like
I wonder what Luffy's gonna do because he clearly just took this out. He should realize. I mean, I'm trying to think. Know that, like, all right, I can't just jump back in there and beat him because I'm not strong enough.
It's Luffy, bro.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
because usually Luffy comes up with like a game plan or a strategy, even though he doesn't seem like a strategist, but he just has an idea of what he can do to try to overcome this or figure it out.
This is